BoxRep family is going on. So today we're gonna continue my analysis series. We're gonna get into Robert Helenius versus Anthony Joshua, and we're gonna talk about Oscar Valdez versus Navarette. So before we get into these breakdowns and these fight videos, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe for sure. Leave a like for a brother if you can. And we're gonna get into the video. We're gonna keep this BoxRep family community going. Let's get it.
Rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
All right, y'all. So let's start with Anthony Joshua versus Robert Helenius. So number one, this was a replacement fight. This is a replacement fight. His original opponent, I can't even remember right now, but it was supposed to be Dillian White. So you know them UK guys over there, they love getting it on with each other. I can't hate. They do have a major fan base over there in the UK, but Robert Helenius, he steps in a week notice. So, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Robert a dog. He just fought, I think, 2 weeks ago, August 6th, I believe. It was against a prospect. He got the third round TKO against old boy. So, it was a nice opponent to step in. We know that Anthony Joshua, he's aiming towards that Deontay Wilder versus Joshua fight towards the end of the year, maybe early next year in Saudi Arabia. So that definitely is a nice opponent to have leading up. It is a like opponent. So Deontay Wilder just literally fought Buddy. Probably what? You can't even say he fought him because Deontay really knocked dude out. He face planted him. So that was within the first round. So that kind of set the pace for a lot of guys to be looking at this Joshua versus Robert Helenius fight saying, oh, it's a comparison. So let's see what Anthony Joshua does versus Helenius in preparation for his Wilder fight. And honestly, the commentators were alluding to that and all, but I don't really get into all that. Styles make fights, and let Anthony Joshua be, bro. He's developing this new style of boxing with Coach Derek James. Me personally, right out the gate, bro, we seen Anthony Joshua do something that he never does. It was the jab to the body. So Derek James has been talking about adding depth to his fighters. Building his fighters. He's building with Ryan Garcia. He's building with Frank Martin. He's building with Anthony Joshua. So this is actually a clip of what Derek James has to see, what type of style that Derek James is wanting to see from Anthony Joshua. Let's take a look.
I want him to be a big guy with little guy boxing skills.
So right out the gate, Derek James, I want to see Anthony Joshua be a big guy, and he is a big guy with little guy boxing skills. A punch or shot that heavyweights rarely ever use, and this is one of the most elite punches in boxing, but only elite fighters use it. I don't know why. I really don't understand it, but that jab to the body.
With somebody like me, with somebody like me, with somebody like me, with somebody like me.
Anthony Joshua started out the gate jabbing to Helenius' body, and that's a punch that I even like to use because it sets everything up. We see Floyd Mayweather use it. We see Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson use it. We see Tank Davis use it. All elite fighters, Tyson Fury use it. Even Deontay Wilder used it coming out in the third fight against Tyson Fury. Deontay has a new coach in Malik Scott. So Malik Scott is a boxing savvy type of, coach. He's an old school throwback type coach. So he believes in the fundamentals and that old school. So Wilder came out jabbing to the body. I said, ooh, okay. Wilder came out jabbing to that body against Fury, and Fury did have problems with it, but eventually he went away from it. So with Anthony Joshua jabbed to the body the whole fight. A lot of guys they were, oh well, he let Robert Helenius off the ropes and this that. We wanted to see a knockout early. A lot of commentators, a lot of fans were saying that. But what would you rather see a heavyweight fighter do? Go straight in for the knockout, guns blazing, or would you like to see him set the shot up? Because you say your shot ups, that's a sign of an elite fighter. That's a sign of a boxing mind. So which one would y'all really rather see dude do? That's all I'm saying. Because he set up the jab to the body, jab up top. You know, the thing about Anthony Joshua, what I noticed, man, hold on, man. What I noticed about Anthony Joshua, he usually has a pawing jab. So that jab he's shooting it out there and he's leaving it out there for a second. It's not coming straight back. The dangerous part about having a pawing jab, especially coming up with a fight with a guy that can really punch, Deontay Wilder, you paw that jab out there all you want to, it ain't coming back to your face. You're going to be on that canvas. You're going to be knocked out. So that's something that I like that Derrick James has worked with Anthony, AJ. That jab shooting out is coming out the chamber and it's coming right back. It's shooting out the chamber and it's coming right back. So there are things that we're seeing with Anthony that he's starting to develop. Maybe last fight we didn't see any of that. It looked like he was shell shocked last fight. Honestly, it looked like maybe he had some analysis by paralysis or whatever it's called, paralysis by analysis, whatever. But this fight, he looked a bit more comfortable. He wasn't the old Anthony Joshua where he just going in, you know, but he wasn't robotic either. He set shots up. He worked on the shot. And it's funny because great coaching is this. It was about end of the 6th round. Anthony Joshua says in his corner, man, I can't land the right hand. It's not working. Derrick James look at dude like, bro, keep trying. What you mean? It ain't working. What, bro? Keep trying. Keep shooting it. Keep shooting it. Shafana with the jab. Hit him. And then keep shooting that right hand. Drop the right hand. And in the 7th round, he goes from that conversation, walks out. What does he do? Jab to the body. Right hand. Let's take a. Come on. Come on. He shoots that jab at Helenius' glove, jabs to the body, comes over with a big right hand. That's being patient. That's what boxing is. We don't want to continue to see these guys just brawl it out. That's what set heavyweights back for a while. They haven't been having that skill set, that old school coaching like Lennox Lewis had, or Evander Holyfield had, or Mike Tyson had, or Ali. Now we're seeing Biz get back to that boxing. We see it with Tyson Fury. We see that Deontay Wilder is starting to learn how to use the ring. When he knocked out Robert Helenius, he was moving around on his back foot, catches him coming in. We never seen that from Wilder before. All Wilders is coming forward, shooting the bomb. It's just all coming forward, shooting the bomb. But now we're starting to see these boxers, Anthony Joshua, start to mix it up. And honestly, I said whenever Malik Scott came and joined Wilder, I said, ooh, bro, that's a nice combo, because now we're getting away from just Wilder being a one-trick pony. Now let's add a little bit of movement. Now let's add, a bit more variety to the punches, just not the 1-2 or throwing occasionally a 3. So now we're starting to see a little bit of moving backwards, moving forward, side steps, whatever, moving around the ring, trying to catch a guy coming in. So the thing about Wilder is, bro, he's been inactive. Dude ain't fought in like a year and some change. You're finna move into the biggest fight of your, I'm not gonna say biggest fight of your career or life, because Tyson Fury, that boy had it 3 times, but one of the most anticipated fights of your career that we have been asking for some years, you versus Anthony Joshua. And Anthony Joshua, this is the perfect time for him to fight Wilder, because one, you're coming off you know, rough fights with Usyk, but that's experience. You can't pay for that experience. So you're coming off of tough fights with Usyk. Then you have a world class trainer in Derrick James. Derrick James is all about boxing, using the jab, coming behind the jab, being defensively responsible. But don't do all that in the comments. But anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about. So about being defensively responsible, using your feet, and we saw a lot of that from Anthony Joshua today. I mean, well, the other day, he would jab. Whenever Helenius would try to commit to shots, he'd use his feet, step out, 1 or 2 steps out, come back in, step to the side, step. He was sparring. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said, bro, ooh, that boy looking like Earl Spence. They just switch bodies or something. Because Anthony Joshua, he was boxing. And a lot of y'all might not like that, but it's going to be effective and efficient for his career. That's what's going to give him his confidence back. So AJ versus Deontay Wilder, we're going to be getting that towards the end of the year. And how Anthony Joshua is sounding, AJ said he want to get in at least 1 or 2 more times before that fight. 2 more times, that's ridiculous. That's not going to happen. But he can for sure get one in, let's say, late October. Then they'll leave with October, November, December. Like, let's say you fight again maybe late December, early January, somewhere that they can work it out. But Wilder need to get that bond in that ring, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to hear no excuses when he come back. That's gonna be a fight for the decade. But anyways, so that fight, you know, it ended it. And that knockout, let's show that knockout one last time. He moved in behind the jab, dropped the 2. Helenius was out. Buddy was out. Cold. He wasn't getting up. Then he hop out, do his little victory lap, cool, whatever. So hey, but now let's move into that Valdez versus Navarette fight. So Valdez, you know, he's been in that 130-pound weight division, and he trying to get that strap back. This is for the what, WBO vacant? No, not vacant. WBO strap 130, and Navarette already had it. So coming into this fight, I was hedging Valdez for the win just because you see Navarette coming up from 126 and to 130. So that was already, you know, I'm not gonna say a red flag, but that's an interesting factor in this fight. Valdez, you know, he not the biggest guy, but he is solid at that weight. Valdez being trained by Eddie Reynoso. We're gonna get into that part. But now Emanuel Navrette, dog, I'm gonna be honest with you, him moving up from 126 to 130, I really wasn't just straight up buying the hype, just because in all of his other fights that I've seen, they've been close fights, or until he knocked dude out or stopped dude or whatever the case may be. But he is definitely a nice fighter. He's one of those guys that's hard to gauge, honestly. He's an awkward fighter. He doesn't do everything conventional. He does box, he can brawl, whatever, you know, gets the job done. I've even heard times where he like, bro, I don't even care about my diet. So dude is really a savage like that. You could tell he's a born fighter. All his shots are looping, all his shots are awkward, all his shots come out the gun just weird. So I said, man, you know what, Valdez has a great left hook, and a solid defense, bro.
Barbecue chicken alert! Barbecue chicken alert!
Dog, that man eye after the fight was ridiculous. Navarette is so heavy-handed, and everything is just awkward angles, awkward. Bro, he was catching, bro, in the first, I say, 10 seconds of that fight. Oh, bro, hold on, I got you.
Do 2 things. He can start off.
That was the first 10 seconds of the fight. I seen that. I said, boy, Lord. Boy, it's gonna be a long night. The only thing the reason why I was hedging Valdez is because, you know, the left hook, that high guard, and he has boxing ability. That's what people don't realize. Valdez had some good boxing ability before he came over to Eddie Reynoso, and that's something we finna jump into real quick. Eddie Reynoso got Canelo. He tried to get Ryan, and now he has Oscar doing his high guard crap, and it ain't working, dog. We already seen Canelo kind of struggle. I'm not saying struggle with the side, but he did taking a loss since using that style heavy. And Valdez, bro, it ain't been working for you, bro, at all. I ain't gonna lie. Pacquiao, he was on you. Shakur, he told you up. Now Navarette didn't tell you up. I ain't gonna lie. Lopez, he was putting the beats on you a little bit. He just ain't had no punching power. So I don't know. And I like Oscar Valdez. He does have very good boxing ability prior to coming to Eddie Reynoso. So I don't know if it needs to be a coaching change or what. He need to go back to his old style, because I think it was between rounds 4 and 5. Navarette was lighting Valdez up. He was giving it to him. He was overwhelming him. Bro, Eddie told him, use your legs. Go back and use your legs. Use your jab, use your legs. Bro, come on, dog. That ain't what y'all been working on. Y'all been working on that high guard, come forward, feet in the sand, boxing. Now, granted, Valdez does have the ability to box, but you're not training him to do that. Y'all is just coming forward. So I believe that Valdez needs to go back to his boxing. And, you know, I'm not saying just straight up box, but mix it up. Give us different looks, because that high guard, dog, it ain't working for you, bro. I get it. You trying to entertain your fans, all that, but dog, it ain't working. So hats off to Emanuel Navrette. I'm gonna be honest with you, he has those looping shots like somebody else that we just seen. Those awkward, he has the ability to change his punches. Who we just seen that has those looping, devastating shots just like that? Terrence Crawford.
But you see, Crawford is not.
Terrence likes to loop those shots. Terrence likes to change the angles on the shots and the punches. You know, he doesn't have that. He doesn't lunge, he doesn't lunge and all that. But Terrence would definitely get on that back foot, and throw them shots in there, sneak those shots in. Navarette has perfected that. He's lunging in with you. He's doing all that. Let's check it out. Everything's awkward. It's all coming forward. He's jumping for it, actually. And the thing about it, Valdez had a 66-inch reach. Dog, Navarette is a 73-inch reach. So he was out there boxing and using that reach, and that's one of the key pieces why he's able to use those awkward looping shots and hit you from way back whenever you think you're safe. You ain't safe. You're not safe from Navarette. It ain't no hiding. And he has those heavy thudding shots. It's kind of like almost a mix between Terrence Crawford, David Benavidez, where we're talking about punch volume, and that coming forward nasty style like Pac-Man. I ain't saying he Pac-Man though. Don't do that. But he's definitely a good fighter, great fighter. I'm curious to see what he looks like moving up to 130. I mean, I know he has a couple more belts that he can grab at 126, but 130 is definitely gonna be not 130. I'm sorry, moving up to 135. We know they got them gorillas and real killers at 135, so that would be good. Me personally, I can see Bob Arum. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Shakur versus Navarette. Bro, that's a good fight. Cause I'm curious to see what does the accurate pinpoint shots of Shakur look like against the looping shots of Navarette. Navarette is a big boy. That's a long reach. I'm sure he will have the reach advantage. Navarette look like he can move up to 140. He's not a short dude. Long arms, long wingspan. He has studding shots. That'll be a great matchup. Honestly, Navarette versus anybody at 135 would be I would love to see him against anybody. Pretty much, you name him, just throw him in there. Whoever. So, but anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all let me know, you know, what more do y'all want to see. BoxRep family, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all blew my reaction video to Earl Spence. Y'all blew that one up, so I appreciate y'all for that. Let's show this video some love. Let's y'all jump into the comment section. We're a family, we're a community. I would love, and I'm gonna respond to everybody, mostly everybody, unless you say something stupid like dumb. What I mean dumb is like y'all glazing dumb, like. So yeah, jump into those comment sections, man. Let's get it popping. Let's grow this community. Y'all share, send it to your homeboy, send it to your mama, send it to your girl, whoever. So let's get it. BoxRep family, we out.
She look good.